Promo code. Promo code.
All right, welcome back. This week's episode of the Promo Code Podcast with Jason Gillearn is brought to you by Speedy Reader Speed Reading Program. All right. You guys, this week I read the book You're Being Lied To. And, okay, no, I didn't. You're Being Lied To. I don't read. Oh, actually, you know what? I am reading War and Peace right now. What I do is I read a few lines just to get drowsy, then I beat off and go to sleep. I've been reading that book for 20 years, still on page 2. Pretty well rested, though. Yeah, no, I'm not really a big reader myself. I read some classic works of American fiction in high school, but look what that did for me. Nothing. I do read the news. I'm kind of a news junkie. I read a headline I thought was kind of funny. It said, "I married my best friend's dad, and I'm now her stepmom. And we all have sex with each other." Okay, fine. I made up that last part, but I have seen that porn a few hundred times. Just read a headline last week that really pissed me off. It said, "Pimp tattoos his name on an 18-year-old girl's eyelids." Fucking pimp. Okay, first of all, I'm not her pimp. I'm her manager. Okay, and she's 19. I want a retraction. But anyway, again, I'm getting off track. Has anyone ever recommended a book to you? You know, they said, hey, you should read this certain book or novel, right? And, of course, you say to them, yeah, great, thanks, I'll check it out. All the while thinking to yourself, well, that ain't going to happen. You know, you're too busy looking at, like, Instagram or whatever. And look, I get it. I'm right there. I mean, I'm not on Instagram because I'm heterosexual, but, you know, other shit. Anyway, the point is, wouldn't you love to be able to tell that person, you know what, thanks for the recommendation. I think I'll read that book tonight. Or maybe I'll finish it this weekend if I'm feeling a bit lazy. Well, now with Speedy Reader Speed Reading Program, you can. Or at least that's what I thought. In fact, I thought this business looked so cool that I was initially going to trade services with the owner of Speedy Reader, Chris Dunny. You know, I would do this advertisement for free, and then he would teach me how to speed read. But then I met him, and I was like, you know what, just pay me and we can go our separate ways. I had actually met him a few years ago through mutual friends who were also retarded, so I should have known. But that's neither here nor there. So I interviewed him for the podcast, and he makes some revelations which I thought were honest, fucking strange, and, I don't know. You be the judge. So here's my interview with Chris Dunny, who is the owner, at least for now, of Speedy Reader Speed Reading Program. Thank you for taking a hit of weed, first of all. Thank you for allowing me to come over. I got to tell you, man, you have a speed reading company called Speedy Reader. I checked it out. It looks fucking rad. And I think what's amazing about you, to me, is like you were pretty much illiterate. I'm not going to say fucking deaf and dumb, but pretty much.
Nah, I was completely and totally illiterate, and also a bit of a dipshit, because you can be both, you know.
Let me ask you, man. It seems like you're struggling over there. Let me ask you. So,
what the fuck's that supposed to mean, man?
What is? I didn't mean to insult you, but listen. You're fucking halfway illiterate, but you end up fucking being a speed reader.
I've been illiterate for pretty much the whole time that I've been out.
Oh, you're still illiterate.
Since I moved to LA, I've been completely illiterate. I don't know where my skills came from. Like, I just kind of like got in the vortex or the matrix or some sort of checks.
Now, so what's amazing is you used to work, I think you used to work at the Improv in fucking Hollywood. Talk a little bit about that. You did the sound there or whatever?
I don't want to talk too much about it because those days are in the past. But I will say this. Shout out Gene Pompa.
Okay.
My buddy Kenny would be rolling in his grave, but he's not. He's still alive.
Oh, it's your buddy Kenny. Yeah, you always talked a lot about your buddy Kenny.
My buddy Kenny.
So tell me, what was the last novel you read? How fast?
Pretty long fucking interview.
Okay, well, are you too high to think of a fucking book, the last book that you read? Or
No, I did if I wanted it, but I just thinking about my buddy Kenny.
so you really, we're trying to sell your business, and you really keep talking about your buddy Kenny. I mean, you really love this fucking guy.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, let me ask you. This is a fucking fascinating interview. Well, let me ask you about reading now. So,
Nah, I gotta be honest. Like, you're gonna get screwed over no matter what you do because you can't really teach this. And I just want to go out on the record and say this is kind of a little bit of a scam. And I think it's better to say now about it than like to wait too long. But
wow, so that's incredible. So you are trying to sell your business, but you realize it's a load of horse shit, and then you want to go out of business, or you just think that this is reverse marketing, or you're just being honest?
I want to go into acting.
You want to be an actor. So I see. That's a strange way into fucking acting, starting a speed reading business.
Yeah, I've seen weirder things.
That's a good point. So have I, actually.
I was telling you, this whole thing's a scam. And I'm just trying to be honest because
It's a scam. Like, so
that pretty much scam. Yeah. But my buddy Kenny's not a scam. He's the real deal.
does Kenny know how much you care about him and how much you think of him and how much you love him? I'm just curious.
My buddy Kenny's my buddy Kenny. And I don't have to answer anybody about it.
That was pretty clear. All right. I think we've established that, bro. So I think it's pretty incredible that you started a business. You're not that good at the fucking business you started. You made some money, but now you're coming out and telling people pretty much not to sign up.
If you've already signed up, I say go for it because I already spent the money. So that'd be cool if you just kept going and do the whole thing. If you haven't signed up yet and you're thinking of doing, I'd probably hold off.
So are you going to shut down the fucking speed reading business? Are you going to shut it down, or what's the plan?
Are you being sarcastic?
I don't know, man.
Like my buddy Kenny says, he goes, you can chew your own thumbnails, but it's better to chew someone else's. Then you could get rent out of it or something.
Well, I think we're going to fucking end on that. That was, of course, the last words were from your buddy Kenny. And what did he say again?
He said, just don't put your... I don't remember what I just said. You got to rewind it.
Okay, we'll rewind it. Thank you so much, Chris Dunny, for your time. And this is a unique situation because everyone's like promoting their business, and you're like, give a fuck almost. So it's refreshing. So thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I'm glad the interview's over. I mean, I got nervous the whole time. I didn't know what to say the whole time. And I didn't want to forget to talk about my buddy Kenny. And when I first came here, I thought you said we're gonna talk about my buddy Kenny, and I've had to bring him up the whole time. You never bring him up. I always have to bring him up. You have no direct questions about Kenny.
Well, I mean, you don't talk for more than 2 minutes without bringing him up. So I felt I don't need to. I love when you talk about your buddy Kenny.
Me too. I love Kenny.
All right, there you go. What a mess. He definitely didn't need that last hit, but that's my fault. Go to the Speedy Reader website, if it's even still up. Not sure. Type in the promo code Kenny, of course. I mean, what else? Type in Kinny, Kenny, my buddy Kenny. Kinny. You'll get 30% off nothing because he shut down the business last week because he's an actor now. This town is fucking sick. All right, go to irishcomic.com. That's still up, I think. We are in the red here over the promo code podcast, so please donate if you're super cool and like what you're hearing. $5. Come on. Please rate and review and subscribe, and thank you always for listening to the promo code podcast with Jason Gillearn.